3 FM, everyone, welcome back. Check your time, 10:56 a.m. My name is Jude, Ikami Jude, and I'm here because you're there. Welcome, everyone, once again. This time around, I would want to read your messages and, of course, take more of your calls, but that would be later. I'll take your calls later, but for now, I will touch on some, few messages, some of the messages you sent earlier. In case you don't know, everyone, this is our special segment where we have very, very vital discussion, very, very beautiful discussion. All right. We touch on political stories. All right. We go around the nation and we talk about some very, very important headlines and, of course, happenings around Nigeria at this time. Everyone sit back, relax, and let's talk. Let me take you around the country. Of course, let me let you know that at about 11 on the DOT or some minutes after 11, I will be having someone who's going to be joining us from the city of Port Harcourt. Yes, he is a political analyst and, of course, a political enthusiast. He is Timi Destiny. He'll be joining us from Port Harcourt. Okay, my name is Jude. Now, let me relay some of your messages first. Yeah, some of your messages. All right, the ones you sent earlier this morning. A couple of messages I couldn't touch on this morning, but now let me see if I can do that as quickly as possible. All right. Now, while I await my guest. All right, Mazi Ugochukwu said something very vital this morning. He said, no Peter Obi, no coalition. Increment in state allocation is a way to bribe our governors. Wike should keep quiet and wait for 2027 election. Mazi Ugochukwu is the one who sent that message. And then, what's your name? He said, it's a beautiful Monday morning. Okay, Iotech, right? He said, yes, I concur with Peter Obi to run as president on not vice president. Okay, PDP chairman should worry. What did you say, Mr. President? I've already lost Lagos. I'm surprised. Okay, let me leave that comment. It's not straightforward. Okay, Franco Nero from the United States of America is saying that it was the APC led by Tinubu, Buhari, and their party stalwarts that killed Nigeria after they took over from the People's Democratic Party before President Tinubu took charge. Now, Tinubu and the APC have made the economic situation worse. Meanwhile, Peter Obi has spoken. He will contest for president and not VP toward anybody. Good news about Senator Natasha's resumption in the Senate. Truly, the injustice carried out by Akpabio will never be sustained. Nigerians must wake up and begin to choose the best of us to rule the rest of us to get the best from us. May God may God help and heal our land. Frank O. Nero. Thank you so much. Okay, Peter Obi should work as a president or as a vice president to Atiku. He shouldn't be jeopardized, or he shouldn't jeopardize 2027 election. If he had become a vice president to Atiku in the last election, by now they would have been in power. Engineer Lawrence from Igboleri. Thank you so much. OC Morale, I see you from at TA Lagbaja Army Cantonment, Ikeja. Thank you so much. Good morning, Jude and VOP family. His Excellency Peter Obi is truly the rock. If elected, he will work differently in rescuing Nigeria from misrules of APC. Is Wike working as Tinubu's spokesman or FCT minister? I hope Senator Natasha will resume plenary on Tuesday. Thank you immensely for adding your voice to the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. His Excellency Peter Obi, a new Nigeria is possible with you. Churchill from Ikorodu is the one sending that message. Okay, let's see if we can read up some more messages also. All right, Mr. Yang is saying something here, really. Mr. Yang is saying, good morning, please, I want to know, the private jet Tinubu bought, is it his personal property or Nigerian property? And if he leaves office, will he be going with the jet or will he be leaving it for, the next president? That's what he's saying. Okay, let's look at what some other persons are saying. Good morning, VOP crew. Wike should go and sit down. He talks too much. He said that Tinubu met Nigeria dead before he became president. But Tinubu didn't complain all along. Buhari was in power. He even said that he is going to continue from where Buhari stopped. Wike have become PDP spokesman, Abi. Fabian from Festac. And then he said Wike was busy boasting that his father was this and his father was that, and all of that. He had a Rolls Royce and da. Yeah. Okay, let me read what this other person is saying. Adams from Olorun Shola Ayobo. Atiku should drop his presidential ambitions and support Obi for sake of the Nigerian people. God bless Nigeria. And this person is saying, okay, my name is Polycarp. Why Wike is doing all this to Nigerian people? Mr. President kept quiet because there is a secret thing Mr. Wike knows about Mr. President. If Mr. President sack Wike, he will review his secret. Oh, really? Okay. Well, that's your opinion anyway. And then Chief Udo, PDP made mistake in 2023 by not giving Peter Obi presidential ticket that made him left, and now they are regretting it. Now that most of the PDP are in this new coalition, they shouldn't repeat the same mistake. Atiku should have been like a father figure years ago, like Asiwaju, before, all of this. Those who said he has been a federal man and knows the game should explain to us why Tinubu defeated him and why he couldn't defeat Buhari's second term. Let INEC registrar, or register Obedience Party first, because this ADC and Labour Party can't be trusted. No Nigerian vice president can become a president because we have too many ambitious politicians. From Chief Udo. All right. Thank you so much, Chief. Right now, let's take a step to the city of Port Harcourt, where Timi Destiny is actually joining us. Timi Destiny is, like I told you, he is a political enthusiast. And of course, he is a political affairs analyst. And like I said, he's joining us from Port Harcourt. Good to have you and welcome to the show. We can hardly hear you. Hello?
Can you hear me now?
All right, we can hear you. We can hear you now. Beautiful.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Let's get talking. First of all, a couple of statements here and there by political bigwigs. So many. And I want to start relaying it one after the other, as it relates to, Nigeria. Now, I am running for president. I am not in talks with Atiku as regards vice president. This is Obi speaking. Some persons have said Peter Obi should, for now. If you listen to some of the messages I have been reading out, a couple of persons have said, no, Peter Obi should take the lead immediately and become the president. While some people are saying, no, he should just be Atiku's VP for now. He should be Atiku's VP for now, so that when Atiku is done, then Peter Obi can coast, to becoming the president officially. But some persons have said no. Even Peter Obi came out to say, no. Nobody is telling me about becoming the vice president. I want to be the president. Timi Destiny, I want you to analyze, talk to us about Peter Obi's ambition. Would you say he's over ambitious? Yeah, or would you want to say, well, he's supposed to be the president? In fact, like some persons will say, he won the 2023 election, so he shouldn't become VP to anybody. He should go for, the front seat. What do you think? Tell us.
All right. Once again, thank you for having me. And I want to start by saying that every Nigerian every Nigerian has a right to contest for any office. Any political office in Nigeria. It's a coalition, and just like people have said, I think if you look at the coalition closely, the only person who I think will have the number is the Obi. And if they want to tell themselves the truth in the coalition, he is the only person who is popular in the coalition to be given the presidential ticket in the 2027. I will say it's too early to predict all of that. It's 2027, still a lot of. Let's just see how things are going. For Obi to say no one has to president, to anybody. I think, to me, I wouldn't, I wouldn't advise him. He has, in fact, in the last election, from that election, he did very well. Even though the courts at the end of the day pronounced Tinubu as the winner of the election, we all know what happened in that election. The thing of the past. Obi has the right to contest. I don't think we should deputize for anybody. You understand? So it's a good thing that the coalition, and my prayer for them is that they succeed, because Nigerians are really suffering at the moment. It's not really easy for the masses. But Obi, in all things, should be given the ticket to run.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I think we're having some slight issues with your line. Maybe you get very close to your radio. Get very close to your, your phone. I don't know.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Okay. I think, okay, let's try.
Like I was saying, I said Obi has the right to contest the other Nigerian. And if you look at the coalition closely, there's no other person amongst them who has the numbers, who has the followership. Obi is the only person, if given the ticket in the 2027 election, would be able to unseat the incumbent government.
Okay.
And I think he should be given the ticket.
But then some persons are saying, well, the North might not be in full support of Peter Obi. Instead, they want to go for their man, Atiku Abubakar. It's just like some people will say, well, it's only Atiku that can really merge with, that can really battle with Peter Obi. Atiku has the power, he's big enough to challenge. He's the only person who can challenge, the current administration. He's the only politician who can oust Tinubu from power. So Peter Obi should become his vice if really they want a change for the country. What do you think?
I don't think that is true. I don't think that is true. If Atiku is the only person who can, battle with the person of why didn't he do that in the 2023 general election? See, I think it's time for Atiku to go and sit down and then possibly, look for somebody like Peter Obi, support Peter Obi to be the president of Nigeria, and then just stay by and become an elder statesman. This man has been running over and over and over again. I think it's time he chooses someone to support. This was the same thing that happened in the 2023 general election, where he clinched to the ticket of the PDP and thereby destroying the party. Up till now, as we speak, the party has not been able to come out of it. You understand? So I think with this coalition, Atiku should put all his weight behind Peter Obi, support him, and make sure he comes out as president of the ADC. It is still the turn of the South to bring out a president in 2027. I think it will only be fair that these people support Peter Obi, and Peter Obi has already said he's going to run for just one term, or 4 years. So I think the best thing for them to do if you look at all the people who are coming in together to form this coalition, people from the South, Peter Obi is the only person from the South who has the numbers, who has the following, and if given the opportunity, will do better. So Atiku should just stay by, watch how things unfold, to the ticket, he should support the person from the South. That is all.
And the same Peter Obi has said that, you recall he has said he wants to run for only one term. And people are asking, is that possible? Timmy Destiny, do you think it's possible for someone to just, get to that position and want to run for just one term and leave there? Is it possible? Whether he does well or not?
Let me tell you one thing. You see, Obi is a man of his word. Obi is a man that can be trusted. Do you understand me? If he tells you he's going to run for just one term of years, believe me, he's going to do that. See, if it takes Tinubu just 2 years to bring Nigeria stand, it therefore means that in 4 years, if the government is a government that is working for the people, do you understand? You're going to see the difference. You're going to see the difference. It mustn't take 8 years or 10 years or 20 years for people to begin to know that the country is really moving in the right direction. 4 years is a long time. It's just about doing the right thing and setting the country on the right path. That is all. And that is what Obi has promised to do if given the opportunity. And I think the best thing for the ADC to do, if they really want to, go into battle with the current government, Obi is their only chance. If they do otherwise, believe you me, things might go south for them.
Destiny, do you think the North will support Peter Obi? I want to ask again. They say far North, is this set of guys are for the APC. Some will say, well, they are for just the Northerners alone. Anyone who's going to come out from the North are those, they would support. Do you believe that Northerners might not actually support Obi?
Let me tell you one thing. There is more hunger in the North now as we speak than any other region in this country. The Northerners know that the present government are not getting things right. So whoever is coming out, it's just about letting the North know that, look, it is time we put all the biases, all the everything that divides us apart, and then focus this critical situation itself. You understand? And I think the North, believe you me, the North will give support. They will give their full.
But do you seriously think Nigeria can be stabilized within 4 years? People have been asking, okay, Peter Obi wants 4 years, 4 years, 4 years. Can he do anything in the space of 4 years? They'll say the country has been battered. Is it possible to rearrange, to realign the country in just 4 years?
It is very, very, very possible. Look, a government that has the political will to do something, if the government want to deal decisively with the current insecurity in the country, they have the capacity, they have everything to do that. It is just about someone who really know what he wants to do for the country. Obi has said in 4 years, give him 4 years. This is what he's going to do. And he's a man that can be trusted. To me, if given 4 years, it doesn't, like I said earlier, it doesn't take a very long time. It doesn't take 10 years, 20 years or thereabout to put the country on the right path. If 4 years is what is going to take Obi to say, look, this is what the country needs and this is how we're going to go about it, fine. 4 years is a long time, and I think we can get things right.
As part of the since he is part of the coalition, Nigerians, have said this man is just going to get himself stained by getting associated with these politicians, like APC calls them failed politicians. These guys are failed politicians, that they've really not done well for the country. In fact, they're the set of politicians who actually put this country where it is today, and that Peter Obi shouldn't have anything to do with them, or else he will get his his personality stained. How would you look at that statement being made by some persons in the APC or Nigerians as well?
You see, like they say, politics is a game of numbers. In 2013, 2014, the APC also came up with a coalition, you understand me, to defeat the incumbent president at that time, Goodluck Jonathan, which they succeeded. So if another team of politicians are forming a coalition, I don't think the APC will come out and praise and be happy with that another group is coming up to remove them from office. It is just normal of politicians. But I think Obi is doing the right thing. because this time around, he needs the numbers. He needs the support of everybody. He needs the support of the North, the South, everywhere, to be able to defeat the incumbent president. You understand? So for people to say Obi is coming in, he's going to get himself stained and all of that, I don't think so. He knows what he wants for himself. Obi is an intelligent human being. He knows what is right and he knows what is wrong. If he thinks that coming to be in alliance with these people, to coming to form a coalition with them is going to get him stained, he wouldn't have done that. He knows what is right, and I think he's going for it.
Atiku is still okay. Let me not say Atiku. Let me say some persons are putting pressure on Obi to become, like I asked you before, Atiku's vice president. I can get an information here. There's an information reaching me here. It says that the newly formed coalition of opposition leaders, which adopted the African Democratic Congress (ADC) as its preferred platform, is already experiencing internal tensions, that threatens to derail it before the 2027 general election. The coalition conceived, to challenge the APC is split into two camps. On the one side are those supporting former President Atiku Abubakar, while on the other are those supporting Peter Obi. There are also smaller splinter groups supporting former, Rivers State Governor Rotimi Amechi, who also has a presidential ambition. How would you look at this? Obi, Amechi, Atiku.
Like I said earlier, you see, if Atiku wants to be fair to the coalition, I think it is time he step back. Just step back and watch how things play out. It is still the turn of the South to produce a president. You see, let them not repeat the same thing that happened in the PDP, that has gotten the PDP to where it is today. If they really want to get things right, if they really want 27, it is only right the only Peter Obi. Any other thing, any other is going to bring the path down. Do you understand? So, to me, I think Atiku just step back and then let Peter Obi and the others do their thing. That's my opinion.
Do you think ADC as a coalition can actually oust Tinubu from power? Some persons would say that ADC is a divine thing, it's a divine movement, it's a divine, that coalition is divine. What would you say to that?
See,
with all of this, with all of these big names coming together, maybe I should also let you know that Babachir Lawal has also left the APC too. Has left the APC as it were. But do you think these big wigs can take this government out of power? Jagaban's government out of power.
They can. Yes, they can. If they put their house in order in 2027. They will be able to defeat the incumbent president. See, it's not a thing. And do you know the only person, like I've always said, the only person they fear the most is the person of Peter Obi. In the 2023 general elections, Obi was not in any coalition with anybody. He ran under the platform of the Labour Party himself, Dati Baba Ahmed, and they did very, very well. No coalition, no structures, no godfathers, and they were able to talk and support from every side, every corner of the country. Believe you me, in 2027, they will win the election hands down. It will never be difficult for them. But one thing they must do is to start to get things right. The moment they zone it to the north, believe you me, it will be an expressway for the president in 2027.
I want to bring, what's his name now? Leader of the the Evangelical Spiritual Church, Primate Elijah Ayodele, he just said something recently. He has warned President Bola Tinubu not to, be certain that he will return for a second term. When you hear Elijah Ayodele, everybody is always like, okay, let me hear what this man has to say again. Now, he made this warning at the unveiling of the 31st edition of his annual prophecy book titled Warnings to the Nation, just on Saturday. The prophet in his book stated that, let me quote him, if Tinubu relies on his strength, the coalition can bring up surprises that would drown the ruling party, while urging the president to act fast before it's too late. In fact, in his words, he said that Tinubu's second term is not certain. ADC coalition is divine. Should we take Primate Ayodele serious? Some will say his prophecies are whack. His prophecies don't, he's just one political whatever. But should we take this man serious at this point in time?
We cannot say, they are mere prophecies. You understand me? Sometimes prophecies come to reality. That apart, you see, I want to tell President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that he should not, just like the prophet said, he should not rely on his strength, right? He has so many sycophants in his government.
Oh, really?
So many sycophants. In fact, there are more sycophants in this government than politicians who are ready to work for the people. Sycophants everywhere. Yes, and these are people who are telling him, oh, you are doing well. The masses are happy with you. This and that. Believe me, come 2027, the masses know what they've been going through in the past 2 years. And with their PVCs, in 2027, they will know the right person to vote for. 2027 is not going to be a time where, you say, I'm the master strategist, I know how to play the game and all of that. Believe you me, it's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough game for Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027. So for anybody who is telling him, don't worry, you are going to get a second term, already assuring him, you are going to get a second term, everything is in place, they are all telling him lies. 2027 will be a very, very tough one.
But some might not look at it as lies, though. They'll tell you he has INEC, he has the judiciary, he is a sitting president, he has the powers. It's
unfortunate that in the 21st century people still talk like this. You see, it's very unfortunate that in our democracy our institutions are not working the way they should work. We all know what played out in the 2023 general elections. We all know what played out, except for those who are in the camp of the president, who are currently benefiting, and they really don't want to talk about it. We all know, as citizens, we all know what played out. But people are getting wiser by the day. And 2027, I don't think the same thing might repeat itself. People are getting wiser and they might not take it easy on the government. You understand? So for anyone who is relying on the INEC or the judiciary to do your bidding and all of that, 2027 will not be the same. That is one advice I have for them. The masses are watching and they know the right thing to do in 2027.
The masses. These same masses you just mentioned now, some will tell you, well, these guys only have their PVCs to vote. Some, would still vote this current administration, and that they are ready to sell their votes. I mean, in 2027, the politicians we have now are ready to buy votes. 20,000, 30,000, 40,000 people will sell their votes, saying that, oh, whoever will emerge has already emerged. Let me just collect this money and do what I have to do and get out of this place. What do you think? You think it will happen again in 2027, or it won't happen? Because hunger is real, yes. Just like you mentioned.
Yes, there is hunger in the land, and it is a deliberate act by the government. Impoverish the people and put them just bring them down so that when the time comes, you use them to get to where you want to get to. It is just a deliberate act. But let me tell you one thing: in 2023, right, they were vote buying. We experienced a lot of vote buying and all of that. And if you want to tell yourself the truth, if not for what INEC did in that election, it would have been a different thing entirely. Would have, we all know what played out, right? Whether you buy votes or not, the people know what is right. This time around, 2027, people have already said, look, we are going to vote and we are going to defend our votes. We are going to defend our vote. It will no longer be, business as usual. Like I said earlier, 2027 is going to be a tough one, especially with this coalition on board at the moment. These are people who already know the politics of Nigeria. So the thing Tinubu is planning at the moment that these guys already don't know. So it's going to be a tough one, like I said earlier. And I think the APC should put, its house in order. It's going to be tough.
You've been in the North for a while, and you understand, the game there. I don't know what you think right now, if the North is still in support of this administration, because, like, we know they brought this administration to power. I don't know if you think the North is still with Tinubu or the House has been divided.
Even in the 2023 election, Tinubu did not get the massive vote he was supposed to even get from the North. Do you understand? So, not to talk of now that things are really biting hard. If Tinubu gets up to 40% from the North in the 2027 election, you should just thank his God. Believe you me, the Northerners are very, very angry with this government. And for the Northern politicians who are, telling Tinubu, it's a done deal, don't worry, things are going to, you're going to win the entire North, they are only deceiving him. They are only deceiving him, and it will not be business as usual. The North also, they are getting wise. It's not like before where you just, go and then give people, what's it called, spaghetti and all of those things, and then they'll come out to vote for you. No. People are hungry and they need a change. They need a good government. So the North at this time in 2027 will not just line up behind the APC. Rather, they will line up for someone who they believe will give them what they really want.
You said Tinubu might not get 40% of votes. Galadima,
yes.
Zainab Galadima, Buba Galadima's daughter, he said Tinubu might just get only 30%. Tinubu could secure as little as 30% votes from the North, in 2027 election. 30.
Yes. Things are not really looking good for the APC, but they are the ones in government. So they will use all manner of propaganda to tell you, the government is and all of that. We are going to do it, we are going to do it, to make sure people look at it as if they are doing something. But people are hungry, and you cannot when he or she sees that nothing is being done. You understand? So 2027 will be tough. 2027 will be tough. If Tinubu must tell himself the truth, he knows who are in ADC are the people who came together with the president in 2013, 2014 to form a coalition to remove the then PDP government. So he already knows these guys, and he knows what they are capable of. So he shouldn't just sit down and watch and say, no, we are going to get things done. We shouldn't bother ourselves. No, it's going to be different.
It's going to be different. This is Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. I still want to ask him, more questions. This is a special interview, and I am having a conversation with Timi Destiny. He is a political enthusiast. Now, let me get back to you, Timi. You might say just 30% to some, like, okay, you said 40. Galadima's daughter is saying 30. And some persons will look at you and say, all of these are just political projections. When we get there, you will see what Tinubu can do. Don't forget, he is a Jagaban, and some will call him master strategist. I mean, he is a politician to the core, and he understands the business of politics. What do you think? Some will say, well, let's just wait and see. Tinubu will win. A whole lot of persons believe that the president will be there up until 2031 and nothing will happen. He will win the next election.
Uh, no matter how good you have your weaknesses, for strategies, those how don't be. You shouldn't take all of that, to say, yes, I know the game, I know what to do, I have everything in place. There also game does. Do you understand? So if he is relying on the fact he understands the game and all of that, there are people far, far better than him in this game of politics in Nigeria. So, like I said earlier, with the coming together of this big political party, see how Tinubu should not give himself. He should not rely on what telling that everything will fall in place for you. They are doing all that to get what they want from him. 2027 will be tough. Everyone knows the politics of Nigeria will tell him the truth that 2027 will not be like 2023. If not for Atiku's greed in the 2020 general election, we won't be here talking like this. Obi would have become the president of Nigeria. Do you understand? Atiku's greed, the reason he president in 2023. Everybody knows that. So if these people are coming together to say, no, it is time to remove this government and, bring somebody who is competent to do the job, it will not be business as usual. So Tinubu should not rely on, people telling him everything is good, 2027 is already a done deal, we are going to put INEC in place, the judiciary will work for us. No, it will not be business as usual. So if he wants to play politics, I think it is high time he start to get his house in order, do the right things, and see if the people change their mind in the general elections.
Nyesom Wike, in his words, said something yesterday that we shouldn't, as a nation, blame the president, for what is happening. That the country was practically, in his words, practically dead before President Bola took over, or before President Bola, assailed the office. You don't blame him. Just blame the fact that Muhammadu Buhari has spoiled the country. His administration has destroyed the country before Tinubu took over. Should we take Wike serious?
Which human being in his right senses would take Wike seriously? In 2020, in 2013, 2014, it was the same Tinubu that came together with other politicians to bring the person of Muhammadu Buhari to become president of Nigeria. 8 years after, he took over government from Buhari, and now they are the ones complaining that the government they inherited from was a dead one. You inherited a country in bankruptcy, yet the first thing you could do as a president was get yourself a 150 billion naira private presidential jet, spending money lavishly as if all is well with the country. You see, Wike is a man, I don't blame him because he behaves like someone who does not really think. He does not really think before he talks. I don't blame him. If a man is struggling to get 1,000 naira and you give him 1,000,000 naira, that man lick the dust under your feet. That is who Wike is to Tinubu. He is a sycophant. Wike is a sycophant. He is only in the government to get what he wants himself. So these are the same people who are going to bring Tinubu down in the 2027 general election. Mark my words. People
really?
like Wike, the likes, yes, they will be the ones to bring Tinubu down in the 2027 general elections.
Wike said that the president has taken difficult but necessary decisions that will help the country recover. we should wait. The president is at work. The economy will recover. The president is doing everything possible to get the economy back on track.
No, I think that's a lie. Nigerians are very patient people. Nigerians are very, very resilient. If the government tells Nigerians that, look, things are difficult, please bear with us. These are things we have been hearing from past governments. Nigerians have been very, very patient. And it's surprising to me, the same government of Bola Tinubu is telling Nigerians to be patient, that things, are going to get better. Things can only get worse before they get better. These are not things the government should be telling Nigerians. Nigerians need to see things working. Nigerians have suffered so much in the hands of these people. When are we really going to get things right? In 2 years, the government of Muhammadu Buhari was so bad that people were complaining. Even at that point, people were still living their lives and things were going well with them. But in 2 years, look at where we are as a people. People are suffering. If I have to speak with you, some people cannot even get to eat one meal a day. And you're telling Nigerians, patient, when are things be done right?
Tinubu inherited a dead government. But then, let me put that aside and also talk about NNPP. NNPP, the party, has called on voters, Nigerians, to avoid supporting any political party or politicians that has not fulfilled their electoral promises from the 2023 election. In their words, they say that Nigerians should reject politicians who fail to deliver 2023 promises. NNPP is the ones telling Nigerians, reject all the politicians who fail to deliver their 2023 promises. But in the actual sense, do you think that will happen, really?
They are mere political talks. We are all seeing where NPP to come out and tell us to be wary of politicians that did not keep to their promises. I think there are speculations. Person of council might be leaving the NM, the APC. To some are even saying that Kwankwaso will be the presidential candidate for the APC in the 2027 presidential election. So I don't know. They know how to run their things. I really don't know. Don't want to talk about the NNPP. It's they're having a political talk, with Nigerians. That's all.
Before you go, let me seek your opinion on this. As regards Reno Omokri, he said something just before you go that Peter Obi. Let me start by saying Reno Omokri has accused, a key member of the opposition, of course, it should be Peter Obi, of lying that President Tinubu borrowed more than former President Olusegun Obasanjo, Musa Yar'Adua, and Goodluck Jonathan and Muhammadu Buhari. Omokri is saying it's a lie. It's a lie. All of these persons borrowed more than Tinubu. Before you leave, talk to us. What's your take on this?
You really want me to talk about the person of Reno Omokri? I think I should have better things to talk about than talking about the person of Reno Omokri. He's just, I don't think people take him seriously these days. Anyone who takes Reno Omokri seriously is just, I don't think that person is really, doing the right thing. Reno Omokri is all over the place, talking and talking and talking. In fact, these days, we don't really know what is wrong with that man. I think he should seek help. That guy should seek help. Who doesn't know that this government has borrowed more money than all those other governments put together? Who doesn't know? Nigerians are watching the way things are. Everyone knows. And these people are not just borrowing this money. We are not seeing tangible things these monies are being used for. you borrow money, and Nigerians don't feel the effect of the loans you collect. Unfortunate for Reno Omokri, I don't have anything to say about him. No one takes him seriously these days. So he should just be where he is, and be making his noise. To me, I feel Nigerians are no longer fools. We know what is happening in the country, and like I said, in 2027, we will get it right.
2027 will get it right. Finally, before you go, you're in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, of course, where Fubara is right now, and of course Wike is from. The EBAS issue. What's really happening? Can you help us understand or give us an underground assessment of what is happening as regards the coming back of Sim Fubara as the governor?
We've not really heard much from that. Will I call it whatever that came that last time between President, Nyesom Wike and Sim Fubara. Everything has just been shredded in secrecy, so we don't really know what the agreement was all about. So we are just watching and hopeful that things will get back to normalcy in Port Harcourt, in Rivers State. We are still watching and hoping that things will get back. That's just all I have to say about that.
Thank you to me, Destiny, for your time. Thank you for talking to us. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yeah. This is Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Of course, my name is Jude. Ikami Jude. Now, let me talk to you. All right. Let me get to open up the studio line and get your statement. Let me hear your own side of the story. It's very, very important because it's Voice of the People. We need to talk to ourselves. You will do 0700 903 903 903. Yeah, if you want to talk to me right now, call me on 0700 903 903 903. And then you can also reach me via WhatsApp 081 717 56338. 081 717 56338. All right, that's the number to call. Okay, I've just been told that the number is experiencing some downtime right now. But then everyone, in case if you're on WhatsApp, quickly reach me on WhatsApp. Okay, I'll read your messages because of my time. And you can also call me via WhatsApp. Okay, yeah, you can call me via WhatsApp also 0700 903 903 903. WhatsApp 081 717 56338. Hello, good morning to you. Hello, good morning. Hello. Oh, sorry about that. Please call me back, okay? Hello, good morning. Good morning. Okay. 0700 903 903 903. Good morning to you. What's your name and where are you calling from? Hello, good morning.
Sir.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, let's hear you.
Yeah, can you hear? I can't hear you, but let me go ahead.
Yes, I can hear you.
My name is Chike. I'm calling from Apapa.
Okay.
Yeah. About the coalition, Wike was talking about everywhere he goes, he criticizes the coalition. He talks about Obi. He talks about all of them. The reason is being because Wike is very, very scared. Because the people who are involved in the coalition, they have more than the capacity to remove them. And with all these things that the Wike is doing, if another government comes in, he is in trouble. So, but one thing I want to say finally is that before Peter Obi and all those guys decided to say we were adopting one party for coalition, they might have, getting to reach a particular, deal that they may not be ready to tell us now until time comes. So it's not that all this one they are throwing on the air now for us to be, they are listening to us. They are making some adjustment. They are also, going after their own interests at the same time. At the end of the day, they will come to a conclusion.
Okay.
That who will be the vice president, who will be the presidential candidate, that is not their problem. Their problem is how to uproot this man there. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning to you. Thank you so much for calling. Appreciate you. 0700 903 903 903. Now, I want you to listen to this message from Lasiek, all right? Election is just, local government election is here. There is a message, from Lasiek. Take a listen. I'll be right back.
Dear Lagosians, the season is here again as the Lagos State Local Government Electoral Commission (LASEC) implores all eligible voters to participate in the forthcoming Lagos State Local Government election, which holds on Saturday, July 12, 2025. Remember, voting is your right. Your right, your vote, our mandate. Voting procedures as eligible voters include getting to the polling station as early as 8 a.m. while voting closes at 3 p.m. on Saturday, 12 July 2025. You as eligible voters are allowed to vote for your chairmanship and councillorship of your choice at the polling stations where you register as voters on the day of election. Remember, voting is your civic right. Let's stay together to carry out our franchise responsibility as a good citizen of the country. Announcer, Lagos State Electoral Commission, LASEC.
Yeah, go and exercise your civil responsibilities, okay? Now, many politicians came in different parties. Why Mr. Obi own now become talk of town because he has an idea to make Nigeria better from a Sifo. Thank you so much. Good morning. The coalition is the best answer to move out Tinubu. They learn it very fantastic. 6 caliber of people from north, central, northwest, and southwest. Okay, Gideon, thank you so much for your message. Thank you. Good morning. Wike said Peter Obi cannot be president when he was speaking in the church, and is Wike God? And I challenge Wike whether he will drink a sniper if Peter Obi eventually become president. Okay, Leo from Lagos, thank you so much for your opinion. President Tinubu's lamentation about the perceived attack on Nigeria's unity is a matter of concern to the masses. He should mobilize the armed forces to eliminate the terrorists and stop his lamentations. The time to act is now. Osadebe Nwaje from Shasha sent that message. Okay, Adea Foke from Lagos Island is saying that the president being a petroleum minister is extremely wrong. Nothing has changed in petroleum industry. With this measure of the National Assembly that was supposed to put it in check has been highly compromised. It's okay. Corruption is the major problem of this nation. Can someone imagine under PDP, Bola Ahmed International Conference Center generate 50 million naira yearly? And today, under APC, the same ICC generated 700 million naira in 3 weeks. It's clear now that corruption, has killed this nation. Which way out? From additional Wasiu in Ikorodu. Thank you so much. Good morning, VOP. How is Southeasterners the reason why Nnamdi Kanu is still in detention? Do you know the number of dignitaries from Southeast that met with Tinubu for the release of MNK? Most of them are dead. What else do you want the Southeast to do in this case? Rap from Satellite Town. Thank you so much. And then, how are you doing this morning? Those accusing Obi of having worked with Abacha. What is Bagudu doing in this government? Who was Abacha's henchman? This government lacks what to accuse Obi of. Rather, they should keep quiet. Daniel from Oshodi. Please. Okay, Frank Ayala. We should bring Frank Ayala, right? All right. Thank you so much. I don't know what or who. Okay, what's your name? Okay, it's all right. Good morning, VOP. How was your weekend? Fine. Mommy Samuel from Ayobo, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you. Good morning, Reno Mokri. Should have named the post to be held in Abacha's government. Did Buhari not work with Abacha and huge amounts of money, got lost? Did he say condemn Buhari? Mr. T from Okota, thank you so much. Thank you. This administration isn't pro-citizens. Most of the projects being commissioned are just for show. What's your name? Oh, you didn't drop your name. It's okay. Tunde from Magboro. The best of the proposed coalition is for Obi to deputize Atiku. He cannot on his own Musa the force enough to defeat Bat. This is not the Atiku. This is not that Atiku is the best thing for Nigeria, but he only has the war chest to match Bat. Obi should just not negotiate from the point of weakness and should extract a firm commitment through politicians and all of that. Tunde from Magboro, thank you so much. Thank you indeed for your message. Let Obi be vice to Atiku for 4 years. Then Obi comes up after Atiku. Nigeria needs to be rescued from the political quagmire. It is now by force or by serious-minded politicians like Obi. Egege from Agege. Thank you indeed. Wike has taken his disobedience to the church of God and has forgotten that God is not man. Judah, that is the beginning of downfall for him and his masters. All the commendations he has to be dishing out to many others, he is guilty of them too. If Obi should go for VP, then Atiku should do just 1 term and Obi will complete the second 4 years. Uche Maverick from Festac, that's what you said. Who can we believe now, based on the analysis and comments given by people here about Mazi Kanu? Who can we believe? Cosmos Ndubeze from Ikeja is asking that question. Nigeria is that there is a secret agreement with the group of people. Okay, well, I don't know about that. Good morning, Ikamiji. The Nigeria is dead before we came in. Is it reason you people were throwing any kind of jabs on Nigerians because you know that the dead can't talk? Nigerians, is left for you people to prove to Wike that you are alive come 2027 election. Mama Ann, thank you so much. And then Prince Leo Ozoma from Misolo is saying that okay, thank you. I understand. Thank you for your message so much. I appreciate you. Going by what you said this morning. No, not me. It was my analyst, okay? It was my analyst. Livinus from Ijibo, thank you so much for your message. I appreciate your message. Thank you. Let me read more messages now. All right. First of all, let's see if we can take some calls here. I think we still have calls coming in. Seriously. And then, what do I do now? Okay. Good morning here. Good morning. Hello. Good morning. Talk to us. We can hear you. I can hear you. Go ahead, please. Okay. I'm not sure you want to talk to us, but we can hear you. Call back if you can. Just call back if you can. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call. All right. Let me read more of these messages now, everyone. Let me touch on them. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Hello, good morning to you. What's your name? I can hear you. Okay. All right, let me get to read more messages before I run. Yeah, my time is fast spent already, but let me just read your message, okay? This person is saying, no, it's not for me. Dati Ahmed has said it all. Fielding Atiku again will not work. give the masses Obi and Dati for the coalition. Then see the APC, to the wastebasket. CYC Honesty is the one speaking. I will contest for president in 2027. Peter Obi shuts down VP talk. That's what is happening, actually. Happy meeting you. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, Babu. Appreciate you. Let's see. Please, I would like to ask 2 questions. One, if Nyesom Wike is made PDP presidential candidate, would he? You're going off board. You're going off board. All right. It's time to go, everyone. It's time to go. Thank you so much, everyone. I really do appreciate you. I've got plenty of messages here, but my time is up. I have to go. But I'll be here again by 8 or 7 a.m. Yeah, 7 a.m. tomorrow. My name is Jude. Ikami Jude. Do have a beautiful day today. Good morning, Nigeria.
Please note, the views and opinions